Sabi boy. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to yet another episode of
Two Sabi
podcast. Been a while since we last recorded. How you doing, my G?
Yeah, I'm good, brother.
Yeah.
Straight up, man.
Namo, how's it going, my brother?
Yeah.
I missed you guys, man.
Damn,
You guys left
yeah.
me in the studio.
Yeah.
Studio
No,
rats.
no,
I really missed you.
We're out here hustling these streets, man.
I was hustling in the studio, but I really missed you guys, man. Welcome back.
Yeah, we did.
You
we
were
did.
in the studio,
We
we were in
were
the
going to come
streets.
last week, and I think it was on Saturday we were meant to film, and Namo sent a text.
How do you feel now? How's your
He sent a text. He was unwell. You know what? I was celebrating.
Yeah.
Not that you were unwell, but
lazy, boy.
bro, I was watching Black Panther 2, having Chinese.
So you were not even
Relax.
ready.
I was like,
Man
how
was
am I
in
going to get
Wakanda,
myself
fam.
up in the next 20 minutes? And then I will cancel. I was like, God works in mysterious
How's
ways.
your tonsillitis?
Yeah, it's still hurting, but yeah.
Now there's now
Ibuprofen and
butter, man.
Yeah,
It's now butter.
I know.
Tonsillitis. That's
Just
that's
little tonsillitis.
liquid tonsillitis, bro.
Yeah.
I told him the other day as
When
well.
I met Lamo, the kind of things he used to have was like fever,
Lamo was a hoochie.
malaria,
You know.
typhoid
You know what? The
fever.
tonsillitis actually came with fever. So when I was calling, that Saturday when I called you, I was shivering.
Yeah.
And that's when we were recording Jackpot Central with Ade.
Oh,
So,
sorry to hear, my G.
I had to just soldier that one out. And,
Yeah. Sorry, imagine growing up in Nigeria and saying that you have tonsillitis, bro. You could get lynched for that. You know?
Life is better.
Life is better. Life is soft now.
Shout out to the germs and microbes that deserted you when you moved to the UK.
Do you know what I
bro,
mean?
man.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was weird though, growing up, because antibiotics was like you pop it like sweets, you know,
Man, anything.
Bro.
Everything, man.
bro.
Yeah, even before we go further, let's shout out to our sponsors.
Shout out to our sponsors,
Yeah.
Iso Vintage.
Iso Vintage.
Yes,
man.
Fems is all kitted up today in his
Pink, man.
pink
Shout out
Iso
to the
Vintage.
Cameron Pink, yeah. Don't know.
Yeah, Femi.
Killer.
Sometimes he's Felicia. Today is Felicia in his pink top.
Nah, man. I'm always Femi.
Yeah,
But yeah, shout out to Iso Vintage, man.
our sponsors.
Our sponsors, all about sustainability. You know, there's two parts of the business. There's the fashion side and there's the
They're both
part-
fashion. They're both fashion.
Yeah, they're both fashion, but there's the like clothing label,
Yeah.
and there's also the part that deals with recyclable and vintage
I
clothing.
don't know if that's on camera as well, but I like that color.
I know.
Bro, you need to link me up with one of those colors, yeah?
I know.
Yeah.
The thing is, with those ones, they're basically what I can find. They're recycled jumpers. So,
Oh, I see.
Anytime you have if you can find any that you can spare, man.
Yeah.
of course.
We love
But we
those
need to get
upward
there quickly
colours,
because every time Namo puts it online, like it all goes straight
You know,
away.
The
the
streets
batch
just
sold out.
Yeah.
just take it, man.
I was like,
you know?
bro, what's the point?
That's how you know. That's how you know you're a real one when you post something and within no time, they scoop it up, man.
Yeah.
Big thank you to everyone who ordered the last batch, man.
Shout
They
out,
went-
shout
They
out.
went really quick. I'm not even gonna lie. So
Anyway, man's on the waiting list. You get me?
What are you
For the
talking
next
about?
I'm
one.
thinking,
One
what's
now.
the-
You've
what's
got-
the-
you've got
bro,
Yeah, but
man.
I'm loving it,
Bro,
man.
I'm thinking, what's the pecs of working here if you can't even get?
Nah, he looks
You
after
can't
us,
be-
man. He looks after us anyway.
he does
but we're
actually.
just saying, boss, we need that
boss, sort us
link
out,
up, man.
Sort
you
us
know?
out.
So shout out to you, Iso Vintage.
Matt
shout out to
Studio,
Matt Studios,
Matt
yeah.
Studio, very important. Come down here, shoot your podcasts, record your music and all of that. You know, it's got big soundboards here, massive screens everywhere.
And congratulations on the launch of another podcast by Matt Studios.
Yes,
Jackpot
guys, check
Central,
it out,
man.
Jackpot Central. This
Link in the bio, brother.
Yeah, the link will definitely be in the
Down.
bio.
link in the bio.
Link in the bio, man.
One big family. You
Yeah,
know.
down
there,
We're
man.
working on more shows. There might be another one in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah,
so.
man.
Guys,
yeah,
watch
man.
out. Yeah, this is next
Big things
CNN.
popping. You get me?
The next CNN.
Trust me, Fox News.
the next
man.
Fox News.
Or Wolf News.
O Studios.
Trust me.
Yes. How's your week been, guys? What's been happening?
It's been good. Just family work, you know.
Yeah.
Just everything. What about you?
Yeah, bro. Work. I went to Peterborough yesterday.
Did you?
Stayed there overnight. Just got back today.
Stayed there overnight.
I drove straight down here from there. So yeah.
That's
was
the
good,
life.
though.
That's the life
It's
of a family worker, man. You work and you also have a family. So
Do you know what I mean? And the kids have all sorts of activities. So shout out to Toro for looking after them because
Shut
I think today the 2 activities or 3. You know.
Are you serious?
Today's Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Oh, 2. So band and tennis. So yeah, it's a lot. And yesterday was football and tennis as well. So
Outside the future.
Shout out to the mothers holding it down.
Outside the future, Serena Williams and Novak Djokovic.
Bro, they better, man. I need early retirement, you know. Early retirements.
Before we go on, we would like to send our dear condolences to the people of Turkey and Syria.
Oh, yeah.
They just, I think they experienced a
massive condolences.
Massive earthquake in the last couple of days. And thousands of people are dead and missing, and it's just sad. It's just,
Turkey and Syrian border, I think it was around there.
I think it affected some places in Syria as well.
Yeah.
But it was felt around a lot of countries as well.
Yeah. I was like, yesterday it was about 5,000 people dead.
No, there were about 2 or 3 earthquakes. I think 2 or 3 earthquakes happened in Turkey. I think one happened while they were still like recovering from the shock.
That is sad.
It's crazy, man. You know. I was reading on the science of about earthquakes and stuff, and it's just crazy, man. That the way this world is constructed, earthquakes have started apparently from maybe underground rocks, maybe breaking off or cracking. Then the chain reaction or chain events or something, it causes like seismic activity, which it just transfers to different. And it's crazy though. It's
and I'm not sure how much of it like is caused by man as well. Some of the drilling,
I don't know. It's possible. I'm not really sure.
Underwater activities.
I'm not really sure. Fracking and all those. I don't know. I don't know. So, but it's just. But earthquakes have been happening.
Fracking, even drilling, bro. I know it's been happening before man, but I'm
before man's.
No, I know. I guess it's the way the foundation of the earth. Just I don't know, like, because wasn't it all one? Wasn't land all connected, and then
I don't know
something happened, and
that's what our text would tell us. But
the Americas used to be joined to Africa,
everything used to be
and all of those things, and
that's what the text.
I guess it's
say.
evolution as well, but really sad.
I condolence to the families of people that are dead and also still lost and trapped under the rubble.
It's
Christian
sad.
Atsu, the footballer, there were some conflicting reports
I thought they found him.
I was reading today that he's still missing that, so I don't really know. But
that's terrible.
Shout out to his family.
I feel for the families of those, especially those who are unsure what's happened to their families. And that uncertainty.
He just scored a late
terrible.
goal. I was watching. He just scored like a very important late goal the night before or 2 nights before something. He just did so. Shout out to him anyway. He's just
I hope he gets found, and I hope they find more and more people.
Yes, man.
It's terrible.
It's the relief effort, the stress, everything. It's just as a country, it's not really a good thing to go through, man.
And it's good to see some of the reactions from the rest of the world, because I know people have got some dude at work put a GoFundMe page where they're taking things out to Turkey. So
I would definitely.
Yeah. People are giving a few bobs.
It can happen to anyone, man.
And they're buying provisions as opposed to taking cash out there. They're buying food, clothes, things they actually need and can use straight away.
Right now in Turkey.
Yeah, it is.
It's cold too. A lot of people are freezing under the rubble. You get me?
No.
It's just crazy. I don't know. Man. God help them, man.
Yeah, it's sad. I just hope they're all found and rescued. As many people as possible.
Trust me, man. It's just. It's earthquakes. Like, can you think of any other natural disasters that actually cause as much mass deaths as
tsunamis, man?
Tsunami.
Yeah, but what triggers tsunamis? You get me? What triggers tsunamis?
Yeah. I'll look more into the science of some of the things that happens under the subsurface. Because there's so much unknown. Underwater than above, and there's so much that happens down there. I mean,
but it's not, earthquakes are not even like, it's not even only the ocean.
I know.
You get me?
But it'll be interesting to know some of those subsurface activities and what sort of triggers it, because not like we can stop natural disasters from happening, but it'll be interesting to know if
there's we could develop early warning mechanisms.
just something around it, because. And I do know that times where they sort of pre-warn about them, but where do you run to
I think
if you've heard
there's hurricanes, it's like hurricanes. You can
definitely
get early
anticipate
warning,
those.
but things like earthquakes, it's just I don't know, man.
It's sad, man. Sad.
You
know.
Shout out to people of Turkey and Syria.
Yeah.
I think it's a very important time for their president in Turkey, Erdogan, just to try and unite and just get people to.
Yeah, because he's not been very popular, is he?
I think to be honest, I don't know how he's viewed, but I know he's a strong man, but I think this is the time for him to.
It's trying times, you know.
I know it is.
Yeah, it's trying times.
It is.
You know, let's just hope that the rest of the world continues to, come to their aid. I like the way the world responds to certain things, but then other times maybe not so much.
The funny thing right now, you can't watch the news without just see. That's why right now I think sports participation, like viewership and all that, is at an all-time high, which I think because people just want something. People just want something to get different. Their minds off it. You see the World Cup. This World Cup, as people that don't even watch football, they were like so, especially the final and stuff. Yeah,
because it's one thing after the other. I mean, there was all that stuff around. I think the Ukraine war. There's cost of living crisis. There's you turn on the news and it's just negative.
It's peak, fam.
Very recently as well was that guy, the ex-policeman who was raping women and all of that. I can't even watch.
There's that one in America as well, where those police
shootings as well,
where they beat that guy to death. It was just, I don't know.
Yeah, there's the shootings as well.
Yeah, the shootings as well.
I don't watch the news. My wife always she wonders how, but I just have to protect what goes into my head.
Yeah, but sometimes when you're online, you see stuff, but obviously,
I
you mean you don't actively go and sort the.
Yeah, so that video that just happened in Ashford down the road, the racist attack.
Yeah, it was in Ashford.
Yeah,
what one?
Ashford here, like walking distance.
Yeah.
What one's that?
Oh, you haven't
Did you
heard?
see that girl that they beat?
A woman dropped her
kids and her friends and everything. They beat up.
They attacked some black girl.
Yeah, some young school.
How old were they?
They were young. They were like maybe
girls,
between 10 and 15 or something.
You know what? Someone sent me. I think someone sent me that link, but I tend not to.
I refuse to watch it because it will mess up. It will mess up my mood.
You don't want to watch it so that it won't be that.
Oh, was it an actual porn?
She got beaten up, right?
Was there an actual video?
Yeah, there is.
And
the parents were standing. That stuff was disgusting.
And the head teacher walked past, or like.
No, I think the head teacher was the one that separated it or
but
something.
she like.
No, wait. Let me understand this. So, secondary school age girls.
Were they even secondary or primary school or something?
No, I think secondary school.
Early secondary school.
No, their
road.
Mom, okay, so the story, and I can't confirm this, but this is, when the text I sent me the video, they said the girl's been racially abused for days.
In school?
Yeah, in school.
Okay.
And then the girl's mom, so the girls that attacked her, their mom dropped her off at her daughters or her her friends, dropped her off to come and fight this girl. So it was like 3 or 4 of them.
Oh, so the black girl brought her mom?
No.
The
white girl brought her mom. No, the white girl's mom brought her and her friends come and beat up the.
It was like 4-on-1. It was
so grown women were beating up a young girl.
They brought their daughters to come and beat the girl.
It's not looking good for you.
Nah, bro.
Basically, let's say A is a white girl, B is a black girl.
Yeah.
B has been racially abused for a while. So one day, B was on road somewhere.
Yeah.
And A's mother brought A and a couple of her friends to come and beat B up. So while they were beating B, who is the black girl, up, A's mother and some people were just looking. They didn't do anything. So it wasn't a one-on-one fight. So it was like 4 or 5 girls on one black girl. That's what he's talking about.
And the white girl's mom was watching.
They didn't do anything. They were just watching.
She brought her to fight. So
it's not only the mom. About 2 or 3 women or something. They were just watching.
And the head teacher apparently was a bit lackadaisical in her approach.
So have the police arrested the?
I don't know. Some of the students have been arrested.
Oh, how have I missed this news?
Because basically what happened was
someone sent it to me, but
I think someone brought her daughter to come and fight. The one that brought her, the black girl was wiping the girl they brought to come and fight. Their friends now got involved, start kicking and stamping the back. So it was the kind of ganged up on her.
Well, that's unfortunate, man. That's unfortunate.
I don't really know much about it, so I can't. No. It was just weird. So
there's still bad people in the world.
Yeah, things just happen. Like things, it's just.
But so back to the point. I don't watch videos like that because it will really No, not to.
That was like a digression.
Because we're talking about the details,
course,
and I haven't even watched the video, but stuff like that messes with my mind. So I'd rather not watch anything.
I think at the beginning,
as much as I know there was an earthquake, I haven't watched any videos on the.
No, I've not been watching the actual.
I have.
I don't think as human beings.
Yeah, I
we're
listen.
allowed
I
to
listen
see-
more than
think
watch.
about our
I
parents'
don't like to see
generation.
those things.
They didn't have access to all of this. I don't think as human beings we should be seeing like there's
Things
an
that will cause you
earthquake there.
trauma.
Yes, it's mental
But the
trauma
problem
for
is,
me. Maybe I'm too sensitive.
I get what you're saying. The problem is like, I think, speaking for us Nigerians, we were saying it earlier, the things we've seen in our lives, like growing up, even as kids. Imagine as kids seeing
growing up,
dead
it was-
bodies almost every day.
And it became
mutilated,
normalized as well.
decomposed, burns dead every day, steady. And the thing is, I'm not just saying it. These guys who kind of regular things.
True.
Things that will spoil your week, but you still have to soldier on. So I think for some people, he hasn't worked. But for someone like me, it's a bit triggering. But I think I've kind of found a bit just to, because at the end of the day, I don't like watching the news as well, but it's just that I can't really avoid it a lot of time. That's
It's good to know what's going on, you know. It's good to know, but at the same time, I tend to listen more than watch. You know, even when I have the news on, I don't look at the screen. I do stuff on my phone. It's just too negative. I can't even watch news with the kids.
Wow. Anyway, so what's been going on what's up with your team? What happened over the weekend, though?
What happened?
What do you mean? What happened?
What team?
Oh, rah. So you like that again? Namo, even Namo is quiet.
I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to think about what
These
you're
are
talking
pagans,
about.
man.
Oh yeah, my team. Yeah. The boys won. My boys football. Yeah, because I coach. No, they won. They won this week.
What happened to Arsenal though?
Nah, just blip, man. It's not
Like what on the street? Like they're gonna crumble. Like
two losses in 20 games. Like
I think
I
Arsenal.
don't know why people
Arsenal
are
is still
getting
the team
funny.
to beat, but some people are just saying they'll crumble.
yeah, people
like,
say also City lost. Do you know what I mean? Like so.
Yeah.
I'm
And
not
also
even
in
fussed
football,
about
what's
that.
up with City though? Have you guys heard about?
Oh yeah. That's another big thing in the news where
Yeah.
the corruption charges. Well,
of
not corruption
100 plus charge. I don't know. How many.
Yeah, breaking of rules, breaches.
As little as that, their grass is higher than normal.
Yeah. You know the funny thing though is some of these things happened in 2009, right? How has no one said anything since then?
Because what I think happened was, you remember that there was some guy leaking like information about clubs and their
Or was it a
and
whistleblower?
stuff. A whistleblower that was doing it for other clubs in Portugal or something.
Oh.
And they to City. That was when the Champions League stuff now came up, but they beat the case. But they beat the case because of I think the time limit. They had like a time bar in with UEFA, and they also had lack of information. But I think the Premier League continued and carried on with the investigation. And then they don't have a time bar and time limit.
Oh,
so I think they now built on that and stuff. So I think that is what is going on with City. Personally, I don't think they've committed a crime, but I think what they did was just, in the eyes, it might be a crime in terms of financial.
Yeah, one of the things they did was definitely, I mean, they lied.
They cooked the books, basically. They cooked the books, basically.
Basically, companies that didn't exist were sponsoring them.
They cooked
That's
the books.
that's
I think they gained an
blatant
unfair
cheating, bro.
advantage because they attracted the best talent
Yeah, that's
by
cheating. That's
exaggerating
cheating, yeah.
their finances and stuff. And basically, so let's see how it goes. I think they had Lord Panic?
Lord who?
Lord Panic or Picnic. That
No,
guy
I don't
that
know.
beat the guy that helped them beat the UEFA case. That Lord.
Oh, is
that
that
lawyer guy.
the lawyer? Okay.
Lord Panic, yeah.
Oh,
He's
okay,
some
okay,
big boy lawyer and stuff. So that guy's gonna head the case for them. The guy that also sued the government over Brexit or something. I don't
Even
know.
their statement, right? Even their statement sounds like they know nothing's gonna happen. I was like,
they knew, obviously, they knew. Even let me tell you, even if you're a criminal or something, yeah, you understand, you know, and you're out there. If a case is coming, you know that there's something in the works. City knew, they must have known because they would have interviewed one or two people affiliated or associated with City.
Yeah.
So, you know, do I think they'll beat the case? I think they will. It's City.
yeah, and I guess you have to prove beyond reasonable doubts that they've done these things. You know, they might find loopholes to get it. Yeah, especially when you start bringing in the best lawyers to defend you.
The only thing is, it's hard for them probably to just bring the case now after 5 years of investigation. That means they must have something. So it's interesting. Let's see.
And I hear they can't appeal.
They can't
whatever
appeal to a
decisions.
certain court, but I think they can appeal to.
Oh,
to some other body.
Court of arbitration.
Yeah, I think
maybe?
so. They can do to some. So
Yeah.
it's just weird. But if City actually did this stuff, it's not really nice because
What kind of punishment do you think they should get if they did it?
I think they should just get they shouldn't get relegated, but they should just get points deduction and the transfer ban or fine.
So do you think the deduction should happen this season or next season?
100%.
You see, that's I think so. For me, if you think about the crime, the crime is you've gained unfair advantage that has let you then win trophies. And what I think they should do to them is not this season, but beginning of next season, say we're docking 15 points from you, and you're also getting a transfer ban, because that'll address the crime they committed, where they can't buy players for that season, and they're not in competitions. They won't be in competitions that will allow them make money as well.
But it doesn't work that way, because most of these things happen here and now. They want to make the judgment here and now. So once the
season is halfway through, before they appeal, before they do all
but
these
the
things.
thing is, imagine if they dog them 15 points now and everything. My chilling with Tottenham and Chelsea or whoever's around. So and they'll ban them. They won't make the Champions League, and they'll also ban them from
because you know the thing is, if you dock them 15 points now, okay, they'll almost be certain not to win the Premier League, right? But City are so good that they can still make Europe.
And that's fine. If they make Europe, then that shows how
so what's the punishment? They'll make money still.
To be honest, I don't know. It's so hypothetical. I don't know.
I think the crime that has been committed, you have to sort of address. The punishment should be to cancel out the unfair advantage. You see what I mean? And what they did was buy more players than they should have been able to buy. So stop them from buying players and not having enough cash.
It's more like a civil case, more of a civil case than a criminal case, because
no, it's not going to be criminal. Who do you
exactly.
arrest?
So it's criminal cases that they, like Juventus, when they relegated them, they were bribing officials, and this is more of a civil case. Like they were cooking the books and stuff. So that as well. But
that's cooking the books as well. You know, saying that there's a sponsor that doesn't exist.
I know,
that's fraud. That's corporate fraud.
The thing is, I won't be surprised if everything comes out and realize that they're actually exploiting loopholes. As you said,
I know. That's the problem. Some of these laws were written.
That's what Chelsea is doing. Shout out to Todd Bowley. Money back Todd. Shout out to him, man. He's just milking the whole thing. And right now, because of him, they closed all the loopholes.
They closed the loopholes.
But my man's right. He's really off in the sunset, man.
Yeah. I think it depends on how you look at that Chelsea's one as well, where what he's done now is all that'll be on that books is 70 million a year, right? As default every year. And Chelsea make much more than that. So technically, it's in a good place. But the thing is,
why?
But the only negative to that is that you have players on long-term contracts.
As a player, why would you be signing 80 for what?
Bro, but if you're on good money, someone that was on, what's that guy's name? Modric. Yeah, Modric was on what, 10K?
Well, 10K.
10K a week.
10K
or less.
In Ukraine. Who wants giving 10K?
So now someone's giving almost 200 bags now a week. Like, bro, you signed for 8 years, because how long would it take you to be able to earn that kind of money?
You're right, though. You're right. But
you know, some of these guys.
Shout out to Mudrik.
Yeah, some of these guys are. It's like Caicedo as well. I think he's on 3K a week or something weird like that. And then someone else is offering him like 50K. You know, you sign 10 years of your life away now. You know. But yeah, I think the punishment should be commensurate to the crime, and they should feel the effect, the advantage they gained should become. The punishment should equate to it, and the advantage they gained was having more than the cash they were making to buy players. So now, make sure they don't make that money, and put a ban there so they can't buy players, and then that equates it. But I want them to do it next year, because if Arsenal win the league this year, I want it to be clean. You know,
Do you think Arsenal's going to win the league?
I feel confident that Arsenal will win the league.
Let me do a soldier boy.
Yeah.
Arsenal. Arsenal.
No. I think Arsenal.
The team that bottled the league 2 times, and
No, I think Arsenal will win the league.
Hopefully.
People were saying after the Everton loss, people say, "Oh, Arsenal have bottled the." But I'm like, City have lost now.
Yeah.
And then people are like, "Oh, you've got Brentford and City next." I'm like, maybe they should be worried. Maybe they should be worried.
I know.
You know, I'm more worried about playing Newcastle and Man U coming behind us.
true.
than
true,
City. Because United look like they're not playing fantastic football, but they're winning games.
Yeah, unit, yeah.
They're winning games at whatever. The only thing about United now is there's no Casemiro. So next 3 games.
Yeah, but next 3 games
let's
are games we should win.
Yeah,
without
but we lost to
Casemiro.
Everton.
Yeah, but the thing you played
You guys lost to Villa when they're at the
you're right,
bottom.
though, you're right, though.
You know, so sometimes
I think the Arsenal loss was coming because they were due to lose 1 game at least. So I think
even more. I think we'll lose more. But where I think Arsenal will win the league is everyone else will lose. The team that I think will lose the least games till the end of the season is United.
United, yeah. And because they've lost a lot of games, they've lost a few games earlier.
Yeah, even minus that. You have Rashford who's winning you games. Look at the game against Palace on Saturday.
Yeah.
United beginning of the season were losing that game.
100.
United last season definitely losing it. So to be able to hold out 10 men, you know, I just think there's something about United at the moment.
But I love saying this. Arsenal. Bro, if you don't win the league, man, that would be my motto, man.
If you don't win the league, that would be my motto. Yeah.
You just don't come for this pod, man.
No.
Don't.
And if
even now, I'll take over my studio. You guys.
If we win the league, we're going to London together.
100. I'll join you, man.
Boss.
I'll join you.
Yeah.
I'll join you guys as well.
I'm even going to the City game next week, Seth.
Arsenal City.
Yeah.
In Emirates.
Emirates, yeah.
Is it?
Next Wednesday.
You got a ticket?
Yeah, man.
Why don't you get it for your man them now?
But you're a United fan now.
Doesn't matter. Just a day.
Will you go?
100.
Okay, let me see if I can sort you.
100. More as well. Let 3 of us just go on a Sabi, 2 Sabi team.
Okay, let me see if I can get 3 for next week. I don't know if 3 will be possible, but 2 will be possible.
Yeah, if you
So
can.
what would
Do you know if you
flip
get
a coin?
2? If you get
We'll
2,
flip a coin.
he's an Arsenal fan.
No, I'm not
Take him.
even gonna lie. I don't like football like that.
No, bro.
When you go to a football game,
Nah,
I have been. I've been to Emirates.
and you didn't enjoy it.
I did, but I don't. If
Nah.
February,
No.
I can enjoy it more.
You're
Let's,
an Arsenal fan, so I can give you that pass.
No, don't give it to me, bro.
Okay, I'll hook you up then.
There
I'll
we
hook you
go,
up.
man.
No, flip the coin.
This guy, you don't know what he wants. Why don't as
we can get
why
food
don't
first,
you
get
do
drinks.
got to?
We can get food
What is it,
first.
Saturday or Sunday?
Wednesday,
is
next
it box
Wednesday.
seat?
Wednesday, yeah.
Box seat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, please.
Only box, man. Only
Please,
box. Yeah.
I'm an Arsenal fan, baby. Calm down.
Do you know what we should do? Yeah, what we should do is maybe in the future, because you get access to box seats. Let's just reward our viewers. Maybe sometime in the future.
Which
Maybe
viewers?
we can just give one of them. If
the viewers want tickets, they should like the video first.
Yeah, no. I mean, our loyal viewer. We'll
Okay.
pick a viewer.
Okay. What
random.
we'll do is
Not now. Sorry, the ticket is between me and Namu. But
no, we can get another like next game, and I can get Brentford games as well.
Yeah, that's good.
Brentford games are good. Yeah.
So man,
And
them
Brentford is just over there.
subscribe, and get your friends to watch this pod because
Yeah.
very soon it will be
One random
things.
person is going to get
Just
ticket.
100.
What we'll do is we'll release the episode.
Mm.
We'll put something in the comments. We won't even say anything. We'll just put in the comments. First person to say Arsenal gets the ticket.
No, let's
You
not.
know,
Let's
just to see who's more engaged.
Let's not give our format when the time comes.
Okay,
we just do it.
Yeah, okay.
You understand?
Let's do it.
At least it will show like the people that
And our
support
fans
them.
in Nigeria, what we can do is we can buy them a jersey or something.
We'll buy them gala.
No, our fans in
Shout out to
Nigeria, we can
Nigeria
buy them
fans.
maybe like trainers
Trainers
or
jerseys.
or
That's
something.
fine. That's
something.
fine. I don't mind.
Yeah, we'll do
I don't
that.
find-
So we'll
that's
see
good,
who's
that's
engaged.
good, that's
Exactly.
good, That's good.
That's how to see who's
So,
engaged.
2 Sabi fans, man. You know, we're gonna start
You've
looking
heard
out
it.
for you guys. on your
Exclusive.
support
You
now,
heard it.
100%,
You
yeah.
heard it.
You know.
Yeah.
So yeah. Outside football, what else been going on?
Just to correct something, right? You know, the last episode,
Yeah.
I said Zawi was Home Office, and I was saying HMRC. That was stupid.
No, because
he was the Chancellor. Chancellor is in charge of HMRC. You know, I said it, I go
It
home.
doesn't matter. It happens.
Yeah, I go home. I'm like, why would I like Home Office? Why would I link Home Office to HMRC? But yeah, he's been sacked now actually since the last time we spoke.
Yeah, I know. They've even had a new guy straight up, man.
Yeah,
What's that new guy's name? I don't even know.
he's an unknown.
The new. They wanted people are saying they should put Boris there. Well, Boris is just out here trolling.
Boris.
Boris is just trolling all those
Boris
guys.
is going around
Boris
the world.
going to Ukraine. I'm
Not
sure
just
it's not
Ukraine.
authorized though.
He's going around the world.
No type
talking
Boris,
about
man.
things that should be happening. Things
Bro, Boris, I don't think they authorized him to go to Ukraine, but they still paid for it, man.
bro, he's going everywhere, not just Ukraine. I was watching an
Boris?
interview where they were asking Rishi, they're like, so Boris is going around the world, like the PM, blah, blah, blah. But Rishi spinned it well. He said, look, it was a Piers Morgan interview, actually. He was like, look, what he's gone for is positive, la, 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 la.
My man, I can't hear him because Boris is one of his they're in the same
Yeah,
party.
I love Boris, though. Never a dull moment. Look, Rishi's boring. Like, he's just, he's doing a job, but I think I prefer a bit of drama from Boris.
They asked him in the Piers Morgan interview, and are you maybe you're stinking rich or something. I was like, yeah, I'm financially fortunate. Shout out to the financially fortunate man them.
Namo,
the guys with the dreads.
Sounds like he made the money by mistake.
Yeah, as if he just woke up and found, wow, I'm
Financially
rich.
Fortunate. I like that one. I like that one.
But what next was Zawi now? Because they're saying they should remove him as an MP.
Nah, I don't think they should.
They're saying, I didn't say they should.
No, I think that's far. That's reaching because his people elected him into that position. Unless they and there's a process for them to remove him if they don't want him, but to remove his whip and all that because of
Chris Pincher?
which Chris Pincher?
That guy that was groping. You know the MP?
Oh,
because of him, Boris actually had to leave.
Was he an MP? Yeah, it was a.
It was an MP now. It was a whip or something. Chris Pincher, the MP that was groping. Not what
I didn't think it was an MP. I thought it was just a senior member of
MP.
staff.
It was an MP.
Of where? Do you know?
Hold on, let me check. It was an MP 100%. I might be wrong, but I think it was.
I thought he just had like it was just appointed into a position. I didn't know it was an MP. It's been a while now. I've forgotten. Chris Pincher. I thought it was a director of something.
Yeah, it was an MP.
MP of what?
It was Deputy Chief Whip.
Okay.
Okay. I think they kicked him. Did they kick him out of the Tory party? Hold on. Is an MP?
So did his constituents recall him then? I haven't heard of any elections recently.
Tamworth. He's still there now.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Didn't know that.
I think they suspended him from the Tory party, but I think he's still an MP.
Okay. Yeah, but Zawi, I think that's the end of Zawi. He did say he'll be supporting Rishi from the backbench. That's unfortunate. One story came to my head now. Did you follow that that guy in Scotland who raped women and wanted to then did a sex change or started to transition and then ended up in female prison? Femi, you following that story?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did. He was basically, what happened was, I think Nicola Sturgeon announced something a week or two before about
Put the mic closer to your mouth.
about people
No, what they're doing in Scotland is they passed a law in Scotland.
Yeah.
Where
Can have a sex change.
they reduced the
16 or
time
something.
frame for a sex change.
Yes, 100%.
So there was already protest against that. Off the back of that, there was a case of a man who raped two women as a man.
He now said he wanted to change and go to
So when he got sentenced, he said, he's transitioning to becoming a woman.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they initially put him in female prison, but it was in isolation in female prison. And then protesters started and said,
because
they had
I
to
don't
put
know.
him in a
I
male
can't. Let me
prison.
not talk on this, but you can't say, okay, you don't need consent if you're a certain age, if you're a young age, to be able to go through, I think, hormonal change or whatever changes. It's not, you can't.
I think the idea should not be reducing that time
I
frame.
think the whole thing is backfiring on her heavily now. Just.
And then they asked her, can you define what a woman is? And she was stammering.
That's the question they always ask them. Can you
She
define what a
was
woman is?
stammering. She was
I
stammering.
know.
Piers Morgan, was it Piers Morgan who tweeted that this is one of the most respected, most powerful women
I know.
in politics that cannot tell you what a woman
because
is?
that topic is very sensitive. It's deep. It's very, very, very deep because you need to be very careful. I think what happened was she jumped the gun. She jumped the gun on certain stuff.
Yeah.
And I think she lived to regret it basically.
But why did they keep the guy in isolation?
Yeah, because, bro, he's still a man, you know.
It's against
you can't put makeup on, change your hair. And
no, it's against his right. According to the law, he's officially a woman. I don't know, like he
is it because he changed his name and has told people he wants to be a woman?
We need to hold the law to account.
Yeah, didn't even change. He still had his package in place.
Finish, yeah. It's either they change the law to say until you chop it off, you're still a man. But they see him as a woman.
Loophole.
No. They see him as a woman and they've put him in a woman's prison. He needs to be let out to live his best life.
Bro.
Live his best life. See what this guy said, live his best life.
The guy's
going to allow it, man.
No, but they've returned him to a man's prison now.
Yeah. They're even going against what they're saying because now they're essentially sending a woman. He identifies as a woman. They're sending a woman to a
and this is
prison.
the problem. This is where it becomes complicated.
That's why I asked you the question.
Yeah, this is where it becomes complicated.
Define that line. Let's know what that line is.
Yeah.
Because
if you say it's a woman, so why are you putting him in a man's prison?
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
That's against his rights or her rights.
For being a woman with a different kind
Okay, I'm going to put my neck on the line and tell you what I feel about this thing. So I have no problem with people saying they want to transition to whatever they want to transition into, right? But for me, I still believe you're either male or female, right? In whatever capacity, whatever capacity, you're either male or female, right? Now, here's another take on it. When I start to have an issue with it is when you put other people at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
In this case, this guy still has a penis. He's raped women.
Femi,
no, I'm listening to him. I'm listening.
And then you've put
I'm
him
just checking something.
And then you've put him in a female prison, risking other people. You're putting them at a disadvantage. Other times when I have problems with this is in sports, right? People who are naturally women, who are obviously not as physically strong as the man, and men who've competed in male sports for so long, you then all of a sudden start to transition, or you've transitioned, and then you now have to compete against women. Now have to compete against these men. So that I see as another disadvantage, and that's where I have a problem with it. But
I saw a video. Yeah. Some man who said he's transitioned into a woman. Went into cage fighting. And he fought a woman.
I know.
You see the size of this woman's head after the fight, bro.
So that's where I think there's a problem, and people need to be able to talk about this freely as well without being 100%. Cancelled.
No, I agree with you. But the thing is, I think if you're gonna go into it, it's gonna be a whole segment.
No, definitely. You understand? But and again, I don't discriminate against anyone. Like I said, you know, if you want to recognize as a two-headed monster, right?
Or attack helicopter.
An attack helicopter. You can in your mind, but I don't have to agree, or I don't have to be criticized or at a disadvantage because you're now an attack helicopter. Do you get me? So that's where I stand on it.
I know. I kind of I understand. I get you.
Because it becomes too complicated.
I get you.
And then I say, "Oh, Femi, how you doing?" And then you say, "Oh, you can't tell me that because."
But the thing is, I think Nicolas Sturgeon made the whole thing ambiguous because at the end of the day, what do you think? What did she think was gonna happen? What did she expect was gonna happen? Yeah. She said it and someone just took advantage. I'm sure his lawyer or his family have told him, look, do you know? Because if you go in here, he's looking pig for you.
When you get a chance, just Google that interview where the guy was drilling her. Like, so who's a woman? And then she defined a woman. So she's like, so if he's a woman, exactly what Namo said now. If she's a woman, why have you sent her to male prison? Because
anyway,
it has to be simpler than that, but you know.
Well, it should just be clear definitions, and then whatever the case may be.
Yeah, but the
I think
problem
it's
is
clear enough
if
in-
there's a
No,
clear
it's not clear
definition.
enough. If-
See, Nnamdi,
Yeah.
Nnamdi,
Yeah.
if there's a clear definition, people still try to chop
Yeah,
through the
yeah.
Right, that's the problem.
If they say you have to chop it off, then they'll say what length? I've chopped a bit off. You know?
That's the problem. It's just
If you chop the bit off, let him stay in female prison and face the repercussions. Don't
what repercussion only face the female prison.
enough pregnant.
Yeah, but no, but it's not repercussion. It's
No, it's like
you will make
repercussion
more
because he's going to have a lot of
victims.
kids. Even for him, he's going to have a lot of kids.
Do you think that one will
Who
take
wants
care
to
of
have a
his
lot of
kids?
kids?
You just have more victims. That's why you have more victims.
Psychologically, you know he has a lot of kids.
You have more
How
victims.
is he going to have
Someone
more
that is raping women when he's out.
Bro, the ones in prison.
Imagine when
the
he's
ones in prison
confined.
are starved, man.
Yeah, but you can't say that because what if someone doesn't want it and he just does it and you know
He's a rapist.
he's a rapist in a free space. In a free space. Imagine you now
Bro,
put him in a
he's
confined space.
woman. You people, he's a woman.
Okay, she's a rapist.
Yeah,
She's a raper of other women.
I said he's a woman. Sorry,
Yeah.
she's a woman. Yeah,
I think it needs to be
She
a lot
needs
simpler
to-
than this.
She needs to be left in female prison.
I
to
don't
live
think
her life. If they're going to whatever the rules are, they should define it and stick to it. This is obviously a unique case.
Yeah, and
it's
when
not
this starts,
unique. It's happened a lot.
and everyone's
It's
going to
not
start doing
unique.
this now.
It's
Everyone's
happened a
gonna
lot.
start doing
The thing
it
is,
now,
you
know?
can't. The thing is, you can't just because if you go to male prison, they'll, bruv, they know you're a rapist, fam. In prison, they know you're a rapist. What they'll do to you? He's not okay. I'm not a woman. I'll go to women's prison.
Yes.
I understand what you mean. He'll get attention in women's prison, but at the end of the day, he might someone that he has the freedom of the world.
Yeah.
And he's still raping people. Talk if now put him in a confined
Oh, my
space.
word.
What you do? You understand?
My word.
Bro, she's a woman. The law defines her as a woman.
With law of Scotland.
They see her as a
But
woman.
we're not in Scotland
They
though.
should leave her alone.
No, see the UK the UK government
They
have
didn't
blocked.
agree.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
blocked
they didn't
that
agree.
law.
They blocked it now.
They
They were like,
blocked the
that's
law around
ridiculous. Man.
shortening the time frame for the transition.
Transition, like
period, yeah.
reducing the age. It's
Yeah.
just ridiculous. It's just because at the end of the day, how can you say that a child that hasn't started paying bills, everything, can have it that is not even old enough to drink or anything, cannot have a say on. But anyway,
Even if they have a say, it's more what if they change their mind? Are you really
Exactly, as
permanent
well.
to yourself? I don't know if this is something I read about someone who transitioned and then sued her parents for letting her transition at a young age. You know, so yeah. Moving on. Have you seen Zelensky's in the UK? That's another
Yeah,
thing.
he went to
happening.
see the royals.
He
Prince-
addressed
King
Parliament today
Charles.
as well, and he was in number 10, I think.
But man was asking for more jets.
Yeah, man needs fighter jets, right?
Jets or jet skis.
You know what? I was watching Sunak when Piers Morgan was asking him. It's like some of this equipment, you need months to learn how to use it, and sometimes years to learn how to use it. So, I don't think it's not just that countries don't want to give those weapons, but
Can I ask you a
you
question?
need to be able
At
to
the
control
moment-
them.
At the moment, what is your take? Current, not at the start, at this
Yeah.
particular moment, this second. What's your take on this war in Ukraine?
It's going too long now.
Do you think public opinion is now shifting?
Oh, it's definitely shifted, especially in this country. Like, people are suffering. Like, people are actually suffering. People are having to choose between food and heating and people's mortgages are going up, people's electricity. So middle class downwards, are being affected by the current situation. So I'm not sure people are as sympathetic towards the war as they were before. Now people are struggling to eat, literally, and I don't think people feel the same way about it anymore. And, Zelensky is going around the world, asking for weapons, more ammunition, more this, more that, which he needs to defend his country. But people are now starting to say, why are we spending on a war when nurses here are on strike?
Do you think the effort put in, obviously, I don't know much, I'm not in podcasting, but do you think the effort put in the war regarding like supporting Ukraine, supporting this, even supporting Russia, do you think more of that effort, if it's put in pursuing peace, it will work?
Yeah, I think that's where the effort needs to go into. I'm sure if the West sat down with, somehow, if the West sit down with Putin or come to an agreement to at least slow down on the fighting, I think they can reach a resolution. I think now it's more muscle flexing, the West versus Russia. I think that's just my opinion. Again, I might be wrong, but I'm sure that there's a starting point for negotiations, and I'm sure they can start those conversations somehow. I'm not saying giving to Russia, taking over a country, right? But you can get to the point where, like, okay, Russia, let's have a chat. Let's slow down the fighting first. Let's have a chat. Because what's happening now is everyone's giving weapons, right? Ukraine are never going to get to a point where they defeat Russia as a country. Like, they're not going to cross into Russia, right? So all the fighting is happening in Ukraine.
So you think the war can only end if Putin is ousted or something? Probably because of...
Or Ukraine concede somehow. But I don't think it has to be that strong. I think the West, the people giving Ukraine these weapons, are the ones who can expedite it. The Americans, the British, are the ones who can have...
And I think if you are not careful, the next phase might be a wider conflict.
It's dangerous. It's dangerous because...
That's the next phase.
It's dangerous because...
the whole thing is people are dying here. People are cannot further now. And I think at the end of the day, people should try and pursue peace to an extent.
Yeah, there has to be... just come to the table. First round of talks, let's slow down the fighting a bit. Let's talk.
It's just gone on too long.
Let's talk. Because how many weapons are you going to give? Like... you just keep shooting each other.
I know.
Till when would it stop?
No. Also, what do I want to say? Do you see the balloon in America? The balloon that America shot down.
No, what was that?
Didn't you hear about the weather balloon that China?
No.
Like basically, what happened was there was a balloon spotted over America. I think Canada as well. And it was a big balloon and stuff. So.
Yeah.
It was a Chinese balloon. Now, America were like, that's a spy balloon. But the Chinese were saying it's a weather balloon. So they shot it down a few days ago.
Oh, no.
With missiles and stuff. But they waited for it.
But why is a Chinese weather balloon in the US?
I don't know. I think he's just posturing. So basically now
the
there's
world
a diplomatic
has gone
rule
mad.
now. I don't know. There's a diplomatic rule now, basically, saying, but it was a weather balloon. Why do you shoot it down? America was like, no, it's not. There it is. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Like, just...
See, the thing is, there's so much suffering in the world right now. To then see people wasting bullets, wasting money on bullets and tanks and fighting wars down.
But to be honest, that's how a lot of civilization has been built.
They should slow down till the economy goes back
up. A lot
up
of civilization has been built on blood.
Yeah, I know.
But
it's 2023, you need to move on.
A lot of civilization has been built on blood. What do you think? A lot of civilization has been built on the blood of others.
Yeah.
You understand? So war is a part of. I know it's sad, but war as well. Even in the Bible, they were fighting war.
I know.
In the Quran, they were fighting war.
Yeah, they should pause it for now while the economy picks back up.
Yeah, but you're saying it's part of human nature. Humans are.
Maybe I'm just too.
Humans are just
optimistic.
Humans are just humans. Humans will always fight wars. Humans will always fight war as long as there is war. Because some people actually live for war. That's one thing you should realize. But anyway, shout out to. To Ukrainians and the Russians.
Anything else happened this week, guys?
No, nothing much.
No?
I think so.
No.
So yeah.
Thank you very much, guys. It's always a pleasure. Always look forward to spending time with my guys.
Thanks for coming. I really missed you guys.
Yeah, we missed you.
Don't leave me waiting
we missed
for that
you
long.
too.
Don't
We
leave me in the
missed you.
studio for that long. But thanks, man.
Wait, hold on. You said we should not leave. I hope you are not. Should we start calling him her now?
Guys, thanks for joining, man. We catch you.
Whatever you want to call me, that's fine.
We catch you again next week, guys.
Yeah,
Thank you
man.
very much.
Bless you guys.
Bless
Take care,
up. Bless
bro.
up.
Cheers.
I'm on to score. Wow. 1 minute.
Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more 2 Sabi podcast episodes.